We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Wait, set, fly, 20. Watch by 4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New England.
Here we go. 6 yards. Wheel. 54.
Jackson options out left. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. This is Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think Le'Veon Bell's now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, I admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run. Hey, watch it.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
You shift. Alert 3. Red 80.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
What's that? 51, like 51. We ain't giving them nothing to cut. Watch the safety creep.
Now Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Bell, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, Michel. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. 1st-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete to Gates. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got White here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 94 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Right to the edge.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wait, 20. 54 miles.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Dorsett's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to Wayne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 166.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Check three. Jimmy, hit. X3. 218, chopper. 319. Hey, 66. Go.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Lady.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
We go set. 54. Mike 54. Man, 80. That's the way.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jugger! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No, 66.
To throw is Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen. Let me go.
A final shot before break. Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the boot. 180. Switch. Red 80. 3. Along 3. Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson options out left. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Brady going deep here for Edelman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 16-yard line.
36, line 36, and 80, tight dog, 80, and alpha.
On second and 11 now. Darnold, he's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the air again, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Switch. Out. Check 31.
Powell takes it from Darnold. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 12 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. This is the running back, Powell. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike 21, Mike 20. And 80. You ready? You ready? Check. Check hot route.
Now Bell. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it's Michelle once again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first.
With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 9, check 9. Young lady. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Right here, attack.
They'll go again with Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
3rd down and 7.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jackson, option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Bell. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check. Ready? Watch twist. Motion. Mike 51. I'm going to come back to you. Lady.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49. Check 49.
Here's Bell. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Wait, 20. 72. Hey, Steve 6. Hey, second.
Back to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up